It's going down. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rachakwadash. Salutations to the Lord Yahweh Shai. China's war drills disrupt container ship traffic to Taiwan's top ports. So this has been an ongoing crisis, you know, ever since, you know, you know, China has been fighting to claim sovereignty over Taiwan. There's been a lot of controversy. Okay, first off, we got to talk about how the United States has a USSR destroyer over by the island of Taiwan. And not just that, but as you may know, Nancy Pelosi, made a recent visit over to the country, which sparked anger and displeasure amongst the Chinese. So basically, now what we're seeing here is China's basically conducting drills because they said that they are getting ready for war against, they're getting ready for war in case if the United States should interfere with basically liberating Taiwan. So as Beijing conducts war drills around Taiwan, following a controversial trip to the island by White House Nancy Pelosi, shipping vessels are avoiding Taiwan's top ports, creating what could be delayed export shipments of electronic goods, Bloomberg reported. Container ships and other vessels are dropping anchor at sea to avoid China's military exercises around the self-ruled island. This is happening outside of the Kielsuing port in the south of Taiwan, explained Jayendu Krishna, deputy head of consultancy Drury Maritime Advisors. Okay, so these are China's war drills, which they are purposely conducting around the island of Taiwan. So as you can see, these different situations that's happening with Taiwan is only causing what? It's only causing tensions. Okay, as you see right here. And these war drills again are preparations for war in case if any country should interfere with China, fighting to claim sovereignty over Taiwan. It says the vessels, will avoid going to Kaohsiung for the next 2 to 3 days because that's directly in line of fire, said Krishna. Some dry bulk ships and containers have been asked to anchor and wait for orders. Meanwhile, Kaohsiung is operating under normal conditions as China is carrying out exercises 15 miles away from the port's entrance, according to the port's vice president, Su Jianrong. Okay, now let me remind you that the president of China said that if Nancy Pelosi was to visit the artificial islands. Well, the if Nancy Pelosi was to step foot on Taiwan, that it would have severe consequences. Okay, they were talking about doing missile launches during Nancy Pelosi's visits, and all of the other, you know, good stuff. It says there has been no impact from the military drill so far, he said, adding that empty piers are available at the port. The Taiwan Strait is a key route for supply chains, with almost half of global container fleet passing through the waterway this year. While vessels are continuing to travel through the strait during the military exercises, they are navigating around the drill zones. Some ship owners have barred their vessels from transiting the strait. Two liquefied natural gas suppliers informed ships to not travel through the waterway until they can confirm that military drills have ended, according to traders with knowledge of the matter. At least two very large crude carriers en route to Kaohsiung have been diverted to Sha Long Port at the northern end of the island. The supertanker Baraka switched its destination on August 2nd from Kaohsiung to Shalong, while the VLCC Gina also changed its route to avoid the military drill zone. Kaohsiung or Seong, Kaohsiung is a major gateway for vessels, picking up Taiwanese semiconductor chips, and is also where the state refiner CPC Corp makes petrochemicals to supply manufacturers around the world, said shipping experts Bloomberg. So now with that being said, let's go to KingJamesBibleOnline.org. Because everything that we see here is prophecy coming to pass. Okay? Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. Let's hit enter. Okay, Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we're hearing of wars and rumors of wars. Okay, we're hearing about China making threats to do this, to do that. If Nancy Pelosi go to Taiwan, we're hearing about them doing war drills in the sea. But what did Yahushua say? He said, be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Now here comes the key point. Okay, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay, we got the kingdom of Moab rising up against themselves, because at the end of the day, the inhabitants of Taiwan, even though some of them could be Jakes, because Jake is scattered on the four corners of the earth, Taiwan is predominantly inhabited by who? Moabites, the Chinese. So you got the nation of Moab rising up against himself, man. You know, Moab the washpot. Salakia. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to bring out there. With that, I'm gonna say shalom. It's on to the next one.